following video is an unidentified exclusive video. However, I would like to give thanks to those who have given me clips in this video for this specific episode and beyond. Thank you. Welcome to Beta Talks, a new segment on my YouTube channel where I discuss hidden and secret news on my personal list for my favorite childhood games. Since this is my first episode, I decided to start with one of my favorite childhood games, Spongebob Squarepants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for PlayStation 2, Gamecube, and Game Boy Advance. The game basically has the same plot throughout all three platforms. One day while getting ready to leave for work, Spongebob told Gary that he had a bad dream the previous night, and Gary conveyed that he had a bad dream too, and I'm reading this from the wiki, so, you know. So Spongebob told Gary that he would play fetch. After getting the stick, Spongebob told Gary to fetch his favorite fetching stick, and basically Gary will then bring back a chest. Spongebob opens the chest to find a series of smaller boxes, and eventually he reaches the bottle, which he then opens and unwittingly releases the Flying Dutchman. Now, the one thing I just realized, which, I played the game, only when I was a little kid, and I just watched it now, but I don't really think I just realized this point is that, like it says in the wiki, this doesn't fit into the show plotline. So anyways, the Dutchman starts hypnotizing the citizens of Bikini Bottom to join his ghostly crew with an object of their desire, like for instance, Squidward, Clarinet, Gary, Sticks, a fetching, and this leads SpongeBob to save them and defeat the Dutchman himself. Now, before we look at the beta of this game, I just want you guys to know I did not find a lot of information since there was only a very limited source. The only source I have is the trailer of the game, which I will be crediting the author of the video afterwards. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the trailer, then we'll go over the rewind of it. Alright, since we watched the trailer, I'm sure a lot of you guys have found a lot of interesting things in the HUD, and basically that was it, but we're going to look over that and see specifically what those changes were, so let's go. Alright, the first change we saw that was in the HUD was that there were in jellyfish fields one Krabby Patty in your HUD and jellyfish, but the thing is the jellyfish were in different positions than in the regular HUD, and the Krabby Patty, that's a little mysterious. That was never in the final version. Instead, there would just be doubloons, cash, pants, and jellyfish. That was it. The Krabby Patty, I don't know what it meant, but it couldn't have been lives, because when we watch later, SpongeBob has 8 lives, but it could also have been lives, because who knows, maybe you could have had over 5 lives instead of just being limited to just 5 in the final version. But now we're going to move on to the next change. Alright, now in this one I have 2 images that are pretty similar. Now, first off, this is SpongeBob in his karate suit, while in the Goo Lagoon area. The funny thing is, I don't remember there being a karate suit used in this specific part of the Goo Lagoon area. I remember it was being used against Larry, but not in this scene. And also, I will show you, I'm going to pull up another image from the Krusty Krab where he was also wearing his karate suit, which is kind of weird. And this image is from GameStop itself. Now, I was just going along looking for some HUD images, but then I saw this, and I'm like, wait a minute, how is this right? Alright, this scene, SpongeBob collects one of the 9 tiles that spells his name, the O tile, and he collects it while in the Chum World golf course. The thing that's so relevant about this in the beta version was that when you look at it, the O tile is supposed to be on the bottom, but instead in the beta, it's on the top. Could this have meant that your HUD could have been used for multiple things at once, and that everything was going to be directly at the top, and that maybe for each level there was a specifically designed HUD? Or could this have meant that everything was just going to be mashed up together in only one HUD and there would be no changes? Either way, it's kind of interesting because the Krabby Patties appear again. It could be live still, and it could not be, but I'm going to show you guys the next part of the trailer, and we're going to find out. Yeah, so my theory about the lives being the Krabby Patties is wrong. In fact, I don't think they even have lives in the beta. It probably was like, you could probably get unlimitedly hit, because when I looked again, when he was being zapped by jellyfish, he wasn't even hurt. It didn't show any health bar, so it looks like Krabby Patties are just some collectible item, maybe to replace the sand dollars. It's gotta be something, though. I just wish I knew more info on it. But here are some photos that show SpongeBob with 4 lives, or 4 Krabby Patties, I mean, which is the photo you're viewing. Then there's going to be one with 0 lives, or Krabby Patties. I still think they're lives, but 0 Krabby Patties, and then there's one with 8 Krabby Patties. But still, what could they have been used for? And the final difference between the beta version of the game and the release version are the doubloons. If you look closely at the image, it's a circular little sphere of a doubloon. I can't really tell what it is, but it could be a SpongeBob orb that's later found in Battle for Bikini Bottom when you go rolling around the, as a ball, but it looks kind of like that. It looks like that kind of shape. But the point is, the doubloons are like little orbs that you collect like shiny objects in Battle for Bikini Bottom. So that's the only difference I found between the doubloons found in this image and the doubloons found in the final version image. Now, although the beta video has come to an end, I'd just like to say for first episode, it's been pretty fun. I mean, to be honest, to go for one of my favorite childhood games that barely has any videos on this topic of the beta, I think it was a great video. And to be honest, if I can find more footage, I'd do an updated video. And hopefully in the years to come, weeks to come, months to come, or even days to come, I'll find some more images, more beta news, anything. And who knows, we might even get a sequel or a remastered HD title version of it. Well, one can dream, So you can write anything you want in the comment section on how you felt. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and possibly subscribe to my channel if you want to see more beta talks. This has been UnIden7iFieD with Beta Talks. Thanks for watching.